How's everyone doing? What's up? My name is Benny, or Cash, and I'm going to be playing The Morning Star by Ronove. This is a game made in Ren'Py, I think. I believe. I have been waiting to play. But I just love the look of it. I love the vibe. Ooh. Options. It has an options menu. No, just kidding. Oh, yep. I like the, settings during, visual novels like this where you see, where you get to skip to maybe after choices or unseen text and so on. Okay, let's go. Is the volume good? Is it a bit loud, or is it fine? Oh, sudden stop. Jesus, art looks amazing. My music died. Figures. So were they awake that whole time, or were they... Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, I can turn it up a bit more. Save. Return. Where am I? Can you hear that wind blowing? And there should be leaf foley. Maybe it's a bit quiet. I can turn it up a bit. Can you hear that wind? There we go. Is that a good volume there? I can turn up a bit more. Maybe I'll turn up just a bit more so that I'm not the biggest thing. How about there? Is that a good volume? Testing. Okay, don't panic. No need to panic. I just need to assess my situation and go from there. Panic will not help me. If you say I think it's okay, maybe it's not fully okay. Maybe I need to turn up a little bit more. Maybe like that. We'll turn it up a bit more. Here we go. How does that sound? I just need to assess my situation and go from there. Panic will not help me. First of all, my voice falls flat around me, refusing to even echo, like nothing's real. Everything is too dark. It's a bit loud now? Okay. I'll turn it down a bit. How about there? If it weren't for the streetlights making islands in the dark, I might have actually believed it. I can't tell what time it is. No light on the horizon and no moon in the sky, just a wash of stars. How's that sound now? If I weren't on the verge of panicking, this would be nice. The wind rustles through me and I wrap my jacket tighter around myself. It's not even a good jacket, just for fashion, not weather. With how this wind is, I doubt my hoodie and sweater will keep me warm for much longer. And I realize I don't know how I got out here. I don't even know where here is. 60 and a quarter says, let's just make Benny adjust the volume for another 14 minutes just for funsies. Sure thing. You can lie to me if you want. It's fine. There are no mile markers, nothing unique at all, just a long line of streetlights. Oh, this is very ambient. I try thinking about what happened, but my mind comes up blank. Couldn't have wiped out on my bike. It's nowhere to be found, and other than the cold, nothing hurts. And yet, my memory's fuzzy. A night blurred together as something long gone, out of reach. Just as well. Memories can wait. Shelter from the cold can't. It's funny, where I am right now, it's super cold, so there's that extra level of immersion. I scan the horizon again, following the streetlights until I spot something I didn't see before. A bus stop lit up brighter than anything else around me, almost like it's beckoning me to come over. What should I do? Interesting. I'll wait here. Maybe this is all a dream. I'll wake up soon. A gust of wind blows. If this waiting bull is, I need shelter. I don't usually swear, but that's just a personal preference. I don't mind swearing in media. I even embrace it. It's just I don't know. The bus stop isn't new by any means. The paint's chipped and peeling. The glass looks like it... Well, okay. Let me clarify. I am absolutely okay with like swearing and stuff in media, but I just don't say it out loud for due to like my upbringing and stuff. I feel uncomfortable. But not uncomfortable hearing it or reading it. That's absolutely fine to me because of course I've lived a life full of, sin. No. No, shouldn't have warned me. I mean, I've played all sorts of games. Like, I played games by Colunio, and like, they uncover some truly disturbing topics, and I'm actually fine with that. I don't need any trigger warning for anything, generally. But what's it called? I just don't say it out loud. I think, because of my upbringing, it feels uncomfortable. I would if I felt comfortable doing it. I have nothing against it. It's like that choice, like if someone chooses not to drink, they're fine being around people who drink, but it's just like they just choose not to, sort of thing. I am absolutely comfortable. I am 100% comfortable. The paint's chipped and peeling. The glass looks like it should have fallen out a long time ago, and the fluorescent lights buzz and flicker. Beggars can't be choosers. Better than the wind. Oh, look. Lovely. I sit and draw myself tight, a little warmer at least. There's a payphone across the street. Can't really say much about who designed this place if it's all the way over there. The street is some 2-lane highway going nowhere. It's cracking at the edges and its paint is as worn as the bus stops. We need to Photoshop a little cash cat next to... Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to play around. It's going to be funny, but one sec. Where is it? Sorry. Wait, actually I'd be a bit smaller, I think. Yeah, I'll be my size generally. I check both directions, thinking I hear cars, but nothing's there, just a line of streetlights. Meow. Maybe the bus will come soon and take pity on me. Check belongings or wait patiently. Therapist says there's no such thing as giant cash cat, and then you show that picture. Check belongings. I'm gonna check belongings. Maybe I have something to tell me what I've gotten myself into. Let's see here. I pat down my jacket pocket and the first thing I find is my wallet. It's a little beat up, but then again, it is pretty old. My grandpa gave it to me as a high school graduation present. Only nice thing he ever did for me, but it was just tradition to him. Oh, so, Grandpa is, it's sort of a little bit cruel and tradition-based. His dad gave him one, and well, I guess he felt he had to step up when my dad didn't. So Dad is sort of absent as well. Maybe I should get a new one, just so I stop thinking about them. Let's see what I left in here. Oh, so like, yeah. parental lineage on the male side is quite spotty. There's my ID. I'm not sure if I'm trying to smile or if I'm trying not to cry in this picture. Oh, you're so... Alec. Was never one for photos. Next is a phone card of all things. I didn't even know they still made these, let alone honoured them. If there's any money left on this, I could use the payphone across the street. Okay. Although it's not like I'd know who to call. So Alec doesn't seem to have many acquaintances that they feel comfortable calling. And then this. I have no idea what this is or what this is it was even for. The back is blank and the front just has this gold star on it. The paint shimmers, but that's about it. I like this, you know, insert, is it called? I don't know. And all the lovely blinking animations. Other than the cards, my wallet holds some loose change. Definitely not enough for a bus fare. Oh, see you later, 60 and a quarter. Thank you for following and thank you for watching for a bit. The VOD will be available later if you want to watch some of these games later or just scan through. Some people found the blinking creepy. Oh, no, I find it fine. I just wish I could remember what I was doing before I woke up. I don't even have my debit card. Oh, oops, that's not on top of the... Thank you, Stoic. Oh, for following as well. Hi, Stoic. How's it going? I just wish I could remember what I was doing before I woke up. I don't even have my debit card. I suppose someone could have stolen it while I was taking a nap in the field. See you, 60 and a quarter. I like this also, the little hand. There are a few more pockets in my jacket to pat down. I slide my wallet back to its home and check the other ones. I'm going to turn it up a bit because I think it might be a bit small. A bit quiet. There's my lighter. And an almost empty pack of cigarettes. So you're basically emptying out your pockets, I suppose. I don't remember smoking, but flicking the lighter on feels natural. The pack looks pretty old too, so maybe I did quit and just kept my last two. There's a sense of amnesia, right? So Alec doesn't really remember exactly what's in the pocket. Oh, so the pocket is a way of kind of realizing who you are. It's not creepy at all. It's quite lovely. Just in case. Maybe it can take the edge off if I get too fidgety. As for the last pocket, I've got my dead MP3 player. And then my dead phone, because of course it's dead. For a guy stranded in the middle of nowhere, I have one too many dead things on me. Knowing my luck, maybe I'm the one that's dead. Dun dun dun, purgatory. Is that audio too loud, or is it just the right amount? Then again, maybe not. I can still feel that wind. Sensation. Whoa, out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Sorry, 1 second. Ah! Oh, that is a bit loud. There we go. Music coming up. Why, hello there. Oh, I like this angle. I turned it down a little bit. Oh, I like the blinking. Speaking, it's not often anyone else is out this far. I didn't even hear him approach. No one's that quiet. No one looks like this guy either. He watches me with an unnerving gaze. His eyes this shade of orange reminiscent of fire. It has to be a trick of the light. No one's eyes are this bright. So I think the blinking is important because it highlights the eyes. The way he's staring at me reminds me of a cat. Like he's going to hunt me. Maybe this is Cash Cat. Is something the matter? I hope I didn't frighten you. His smile isn't helping, nor are the sharp teeth I can see when he speaks. Yep, this is where I die. Done in by a serial killer in the middle of nowhere. Well, I gotta greet the stranger, right? I can't just sort of like ignore them altogether. Greet. Hey, especially since they're that close. If they were further away, maybe. Hey. Hey. He speaks the word like a goddamn purr and makes my heart jolt. All at the same time, though, it sounded familiar, like he said it before with the exact same inflection. Do you mind if I sit? Sure, go ahead. Beat standing. 100% of New York City-based players picked ignore. Pretty true. Hi, Plutarch. Welcome to the stream. This is The Morning Star by Ronove. If he's a serial killer, he's a dang polite one. Oh, hi, Volrath. Hi. Well, I guess a lot of serial killers are polite. Please don't kill me. I like the way that they're sitting. Oh, it almost seems like they're hovering. I don't know. This might not be intentional. Sorry if it's not, but it almost does. Like they're a vampire. Arr. I wish he hadn't sat so close. Sure, the bench is small, but still it's unnerving. This close, the wind carries the smell of his cologne right over to me. It reminds me of a bonfire, but there's something else. I've smelled it before. I remember liking it before. A lot. What is wrong with me? He's still watching me with the same stare. I catch his gaze on accident and quickly look elsewhere. He does the same. I get the feeling they have met before. Maybe the bus will come soon. Maybe the bus never comes. He glances at me again. This time it looks like he has something to say. Given we may be waiting for a while, what's your name? I'll ask for his name first. What's yours? Even though that's kind of like impolite, maybe? I don't know. What's your name then? What's yours? Like, why do I expect him to give his name before I can? Like, why do I expect that there's an imbalance there? Except for the fact that he approached me and is leaning over and looking quite inquisitively. I made this awkward right away. Screw me, I always do this. Why can't I just deal with interactions like a normal person? Sorry, you asked first. Introductions aren't my strong suit. My name's Alec. No harm done. People tend to be protective of their names. It's endearing. Maybe I shouldn't have given him my name. Too late now. I didn't really have a choice, did I? So, Alec. What are you waiting for? I think he's friendly, maybe. But, like, maybe I'm in a dire situation. If I were to go by, like, game tropes, I'm, like, on a deathbed, maybe? That's a game tropey thing. And it's not a bad game tropey thing. It's just, like, a thing that I would expect. But hey, what the heck does he think I'm waiting for? I can't parse his expression to figure out if this is a trick question or not. Probably the bus, hence why I'm sitting here. Was he really expecting another answer? Oh, shivers. It's supposed to snow tonight, yet there isn't a cloud in the sky. No clouds isn't too bad. You can see the stars out here, never can in the city. Pollution. Capitalism. That's too true. I like even the way. So I noticed like the eyebrows like lift. I think I saw that. I like the little micro expressions. I think they matter a lot because a lot of people go for like massive like exaggerated expressions, but I like when they're like tiny differences. You know, you can notice little body language changes and things like that. Lifted eyebrow pose for his brows. See, even when you close your arms like this, doesn't that indicate defensiveness? And I think that would make sense in Alec's case because Alec is trying to protect themselves, whereas Stranger here is completely open and confident. Psychology. Do you have a favorite star? Sorry. Not really. I don't get to think about them too often. Alec is very defensive. Yeah, look at me. It doesn't take much to dissect it, though, because it's quite obvious that Stranger is very confident to be leaning over like this. But I assume this is the canon. 'Tis a shame. Do you have a favourite? I do. It's Sirius, part of Canis Major. I liked when he did the thing in the Harry Potter movie. You can see it just before dawn. Although you can't see it this time of year. I like this person's jacket. It's awesome. Do you think the bus is the only way to leave? What does he want from me? I mean, you could always walk, I guess. I'm just not keen on it. I don't even know where I am. Ah, crap. Why'd I tell him that? crap. Oh wait, he's gonna kill me and dump my body. Yeah, it's pretty scary. I mean, understandably for Alec, it's pretty scary being in the middle of nowhere. You don't know who you are, and some random stranger just comes to you. This is a little bit more open. How did you get here? Did your car die? I usually work on motorcycles, but I know a few things about cars. Very nervous. I can help. Oh, I don't have a car. I'm waiting for you. Look at the moving closer. Oh, excuse me? A meeting like this was fated. We're both stranded here for one reason or another, and we've both come by this bus stop. I want to know why he's here. We've wormed into each other's lives and made an everlasting impression. Everlasting, that's giving me impression of like the what's it called? Corporeal. Or is that the physical? The ethereal, yeah. That something is happening here that's spiritual. Maybe. Who knows? He just said why he's there. He was waiting for Alec. Oh, right. My ADHD. Heck, we have. And that makes no sense. You're screwing with me. I got ahead of myself. Perhaps in actuality, I'm like you. Waiting for nothing. Waiting for nothing? I just said I was waiting for the gosh dang bus. What the heck does he want from me? I'm going to question the stranger, because it feels like... Look at this, he's like... That's really nice. Seriously. Because it feels like this person's gone out of their way to like put themselves forward, and then it retracted because I wasn't reciprocating. So I might as well reciprocate some level of vulnerability, because I sense some sense of genuineness from this person. What are you waiting for if it's not the bus? I wasn't kidding. It's you. And only you. But just stop moving forward, please. Just stop moving. Stop moving so close, you know. Even if I know you already, I don't remember that I know you, so just back off. Why? Because... Oh, for Higgs' sake. Because why? Seriously, I'm going to pick a direction and start walking if this keeps up. Screw it if I freeze to death. The other option is that this person has like short-term memory loss or amnesia, and they're like together, like they're romantic partners. And this person has to do it over and over again, like 50 First Dates. Do I need a reason? What would satisfy your question? Nothing. I don't even know you, and you're pulling this crap. But you do. We've met before? Plenty of times. You just don't remember them. You always forget. Yeah, maybe they have dementia or something. No, he's lying. Sometimes we sit in silence, sometimes you're engaging, and sometimes, well, this seems to indicate something else. If it's like sometimes, it means maybe this person represents something rather than being a true being. I bet Ronove is enjoying all my theories. The other theory is that this is just all real, and there's nothing spiritual about it, and this is just people who come to a bus stop now and again. People just who like convene at a bus stop, and nothing is symbolic at all. There's no frills. Literally, yeah. I don't know, amnesia. There's something that would have caused this Alec to forget, though, surely. I won't bore you with all the sometimes. There are plenty now. I'd remember this. No, you wouldn't. Well, you don't. It doesn't matter your intentions. You always forget. The curtains are blue just because they're blue, not because they represent sadness. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. It could be just a fantasy situation where all of this is assumed real because it is. But that's what you're afraid of, isn't it? You told me this is on one of your previous meetings. I saw something bobbing. Was that the head? Was that like a nod? I don't remember. You told me this on one of your previous meetings. You're afraid of forgetting. You'd write names and details down so you don't forget meeting people, with the hope that if you remembered them, they would remember meeting you. But it never worked out that way, did it? They'd forget you. Seems quite aggressive. You're simply afraid of being forgotten, and yet here you are in the middle of nowhere with me yet again, forgetting. I have not forgotten you for one moment, Alec. Sometimes they bob. I couldn't do a nod, so it was like, oh, kind of bobs. Yeah, I did notice that. It was noticeable. I think it was like a surprise bob. You asked me my name? And how would you reacted if I simply strolled up and said your name? I needed to see how much you recalled of our previous meetings. So, even the stranger, now I'm realizing that the stranger did not know whether Alec remembered their previous meetings or how much they remembered of them. So it seems it's a repeated meeting. The stranger knows about the repeated meetings, but Alec doesn't, and but the stranger doesn't know how much Alec remembers. Maybe. Nothing, as always. Oh, okay, so it's testing every time Alec forgets. Make him elaborate. Yeah, sure. Alright, hold on. Where did we meet? Here? At this bus stop? We went to a party together. Okay, we're learning. You were afraid of going by yourself and I was available. Did I just find you on the street or something? You called me, actually. Too bad your phone's dead. You'd have my number there. So, this makes sense. How do you know it's dead? Everything's dead here. Okay, everything's dead here makes me think that purgatory, that this is a spiritual place where everything's dead. It's either in a mind or it's a form of stasis, because like waiting at a bus stop forever seems to indicate some sort of place of stasis where nothing changes and all that's left is reflection, I guess. Maybe the grass, the sky, the street. It was a lucky guess. Gosh, what party? I don't go to parties. Why can't I remember? It would have been a big deal to even go. I remember going to a effing party. The funny thing is, my game that I'm planning starts off with two people talking at a bus stop for like half an hour. So this is this is good research, but it's totally different to this. So my one's like boy meets girl. Maybe this is. Who knows? No. We didn't stay at the party for long. There was a lot of drinking. Bus stop game friends, yeah. We shared a glass. It was something like lemonade. You weren't a fan. The party got pretty loud. You didn't like how loud it was. You couldn't think. I took you outside on the back porch for some fresh air. So it seems like they might actually be just like best friends. Like absolute best friends. That's what it seems like to me. They know each other very intimately. No, I don't remember this, because something deep inside you has given up. In this in-between place, you finally decided to give up, let go, be rid of it from your mind. So, Alec has given up. This is, so, in this in-between place, was it in this in-between place, or did they give up and it caused them to be in this in-between place? That's what think, Alec. Take back this memory, this part of yourself. You wanted to go to this party so badly. I know you remember it. So Alec has the ability to remember? Interesting. That little raise of the eyebrow. Wait, Marceline's party? Yes, her. You said she was a dear friend of yours. Please tell me you remember more than just her name. I remember her just fine. She just doesn't invite me to her parties. She knows I don't like them. Oh. You're right. I think I do remember it. She invited me because I was trying not to disappear, trying to listen to my doctor for once and not disappear. Trigger warning for others, not myself, but maybe Alec is suicidal. Maybe. I really tried this time. I wanted to show Marceline I was better. It was too loud, too much. Or generalized social anxiety. Still, I don't remember this guy being here, but he seems so convinced. He has me down to the letter, so why the heck can't I remember him? Why did we leave? Maybe this person represents the good side of the social anxiety equation. It was loud, too many people. Then how did we both end up here? Hi Zexu or Dragonheart Man, wonderful to see ya. I'm playing this game but made by Ronove. It's called The Morning Star, and I'm really excited to... It's turning out to be really lovely. Hope you're having a good day, Zexu. Then how do we both end up here? If you don't drive and I didn't drive... It's what happens to people like us. We lose ourselves in these thin areas between reality. Love the art? Yeah. I've loved Ronove's art for a long time, especially since Star Stealing Prince and through the stuff they've done for what's its name? Stoic and Volrath for the Master of the Wind and other games. Oh, don't know if it was actually, it would have been for X Noir and stuff, I think. We lose ourselves in these thin areas between reality. Here's the thin area between reality theory coming through. And we get stuck here. Okay. Purgatory. Oh, the phone's ringing. Is that the payphone? Maybe that's not loud enough. I'll turn the... Think you coloured some stuff for Master of the Wind? It's been so long. Why is he giving me that look? Are you going to answer it? Who the heck answers a payphone in the middle of nowhere? I would. Apparently I do. I just wanted to stop ringing, and if this is the way to do it, so be it. That's scary. It's an old payphone from a bygone era. I'm shocked it still works in all honesty. The buttons have all been scratched off, the chute for the change is locked up, and it looks like someone tried to hack off the phone cord. So it seems like a lot of things have happened here. A lot of wear and tear. And it keeps ringing. I don't even know if I want to touch it, but I'd rather some peace and quiet than this thing ringing over and over again. If there's some struggle with the phone, man, that must be like some intense, maybe lack of peace here as well. So this place might not be a benevolent place after all. Hello? There's dead air for a second before I hear an intake of breath. I like this pose, really lovely. The legs look a bit thin, but I love this way that the leaning is happening. And it seems even a slightly different style in the face, but I still really enjoy it. I like the look of it. Hello, Alec, is that you? Hello, Alec, is that you? I jolt hearing her voice. It's like I haven't heard it in such a long time. Marceline? The pose gave you grief? Yeah, it might be the combination of the leaning and the things that need to happen. I think it's the thickness of the thighs. The style matches the style used on the bus stop, hence the solid colour eyes. Oh, is that what it is? That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I felt was a bit different, is that the eyes were very solid. But it's interesting that you chose to use a different style, for this portion, and then a different style for this. This is the style that I usually expect from not expect, but like this looks, yeah, I don't know. It looks nice. It looks nice. Finally, I've been waiting to call you for hours. Did you fall right asleep? I've known Marceline since elementary school. She's always been vibrant, bubbly, and everyone has always loved her, even through college. She just attracts friends, and somehow I was one of them. It made sense to match the map sprites to the bus stop, but this one ended up being a little too close. It's done. Yeah, at some point you have to stop. Like, you can't polish everything to an absolute sheen. Well, it is polished, but like, these look awesome. Everything looks awesome. Sorry. She just attracts friends, and somehow I was one of them. I still don't know why. Hearing her voice makes my heart ache. Sorry, I must have. When you left the party suddenly, I got worried. We didn't even get to do shots together like you promised. I know, I was getting loud. It was getting loud, like cops weren't gonna get called on us loud. I left too. Wasn't it your party? I mean, it wasn't my house. Let's not get technical over here, alright? I got some quiet, fresh air in the park. Never been there at night. You would not believe the raccoons I saw. I love the music. Music is really lovely. Is it good volume, music? I've turned it down just a tiny bit. I believe it. I liked hanging out here, remember? They're a little too friendly. She laughs, and it's always been a little obnoxious, but I don't even mind. It's so familiar, like I'm actually home. Yeah, I got that vibe from Marceline when you were talking to her. Like, it's quite lovely, quite obnoxious. Good volume? Cool, awesome, great to hear. Marceline, where'd you end up getting to? I saw you getting cozy with someone I didn't recognize, but I didn't want to intrude on a hookup. Fair enough. You deserve nice things, and intruding on that would have been wrong. Just, you know. Oh, look at the face. Surprised. Tell me about it sometime. I can gush with you. Yeah, Earl Ronove did the whole game, actually. The entire thing. I think the writing, the art, I don't know about the music if it's custom, but I don't think the music is done by Ronove, but everything else is. You're kidding. When have I ever hooked up with anyone? Wait, don't answer that. Blacked out that memory, huh? Ha! Oh, even Marceline knows. I wonder if Marceline is calling... knows... is calling... I wonder if this is fake Marceline, like a embodiment of Marceline that... Imagine if Alec is imagining all these characters from their life and this is all imagined. So it's a way of Alec having to sort through something. That's what my theory at the moment. My theory is that this is all imagined within Alec's mind, and Alec has to sometimes retreat here to sort something out. Though that guy was something else. This one, though, I'm not judging. He was hot, and you had such a cute smile when you guys shared that drink. Renove's on Twitter. If you look at the RPG Maker Cola Twitter as well, I've retweeted a lot of Renove's stuff recently. So yeah, go. I think it's Earl Ronove as well on Twitter. No, the guy was something else. This one though, I'm not judging. He was hot. Oh yeah. Her voice has suddenly grown sad and distant. I lean toward the payphone like it'll somehow get us closer together. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Aww. You've been distant lately. Ever since you had me hold onto your bike, we haven't really been able to sit and talk. I don't want you to disappear again. I like you, you know. You're my favorite voice of reason. This whole disappear theme is like a thematic kind of thing that reappears. I think it's very important. This might be the most important thing, is the disappearing thing. I feel like Earl coming here... I'm sorry, not Earl. Alec coming here, Alec has disappeared. Whatever disappearing means, Alec has disappeared to come here. Or is maybe on the verge of disappearing. I miss you. The line's gone dead. Definitely Marceline, alright. Yeah, not like an Earl. Definitely her motor mouth and all. I gotta admit, I really missed it, and she did look after my bike. I wish I could have asked her more. I wish I could have. Please, they might be dead. It might be death. But no, it's not death because Alec has been here many times before. What happened, Alec? Wait, I have that phone card in my wallet. I can call her back, see if it'll go through. She's probably worried sick it went dead. I don't think your phone card will work here, Alec. This is Marceline. I'm not available at the moment, or my phone died. Of course it went straight to voicemail. Maybe her phone really did die mid-conversation. Definitely sounds like Marcy. Please leave a message at the beep and I'll get back to you. Hey Marcy, I think your phone died. I'm fine. Really, I am. I'm just a little far from home, but don't worry about me. I'll always come home. I'll call you back when I can. Thank you for looking out for me. Maybe, I hope this isn't like the sort of situation where Alec has been here time and time again, but this time it's actually dire. Like the last times it was dangerous, but this time it might be like a dire situation. I mean it. That'll have to do. I hope she gets my message and doesn't worry too much. Not much else I can do with a dead phone and a phone card that's almost empty. Dun dun dun. The little toe that's poking out, that's cute. It's cold out here. I should head back to the bus stop. On the heels. Stranger gone. It's not like I want to go back to the bus stop. It's just there's nowhere else to go. Oh, there we go. No, stranger's there. This guy is still smiling at me. I don't know if it's because I was talking to Marcy, but his smile doesn't bother me. the smile doesn't bother me this time. It's almost comforting. And there's the cat next to her. Stranger isn't gone. I just didn't make a tiny sitting. True. Maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe I'm delusional. I sit down and he keeps his eyes on me. Okay, get out of the way. Oh, oops. Get out of the way, Cash. Meow. Did you have a nice chat? You were smiling. I tried not to eavesdrop. Talk. I should talk. I really should. Yeah, it was Marceline, my friend. Curious. I'm a serial killer. No, just kidding. Yeah, how'd you even know I'd be at this payphone, let alone call it? I didn't even know you could call payphones. The world works in mysterious ways. The world or this world? Did it help you remember anything? Think of the party. It's interesting that a lot of these decisions are do something or don't. Which to me, whenever I've had that, like even when I played The Walking Dead, like I always chose I never chose silence because I always wanted to do something. It might be in my personality. I always want to do something rather than do nothing. Well, that says a lot about me. Maybe some distressing things. Anyway, I know he wants me to piece something together, but I just don't know exactly what. I study his expression, but it's as nebulous as ever. Yeah, do something or don't is totally intentional. I felt that because it seems like it's a choice of how much Alec trusts, and trusting is being vulnerable, and in this situation, being vulnerable is sharing of yourself, I suppose. I study his expression, but it's as nebulous as ever. He's a nebula. I really don't think you were there. Excuse me? It's not adding up. She calls after I question you after about all this and is on the line long enough to tell me I left with someone? You think I somehow orchestrated her calling just to reaffirm we've met? I think something weird is going on and you know about it. He's not denying it. I'm probably right. Here's what I know. I went to Marceline's party alone. I did not bump into you there. I know I got overwhelmed and left before I even saw Marceline, before she even saw me. Whoever that was on the phone wasn't her. It is my prediction, though, that this person is not evil. And even if they are not evil, they might still represent something awful that is happening in Alec's life, but yeah. I might be totally off base. I might be absolutely off base. And then I was outside, and then... Oh wow, blurred vision. My memory's gone fuzzy, like I'm trying to reach for something that barely existed in the first place. Someone gave me a card. It's blank now. It had a phone number on it. I went home with it. I know I went home, alone, not here. Blurry memory. Gosh, what's wrong with me? Everything feels wrong. My head's starting to throb. Passed out on the pavement. Keep trying. The card had your number on it. It did say you called me. I remember now. I called that number and he came through the phone, somehow. One minute I was talking to this voice and the next his hands were coming out of my phone, and then somehow his body. Okay. You pinned me down. I mean, you threw a lamp at me. Because you crawled out of my effing phone. I like talking in person. It opens other avenues of expression. As far as I recall, once you calmed down, you didn't quite mind the manhandling. Asshole. He looks so hecking pleased with himself. I really want to give him and deck him across that smug smile, but I refrain. Is this like something evil in the phone? A virus? Stranger is a computer virus. I don't even know what he is at this point. The party was over by the time I called you. I remember that much at least. How does this add up? I told you. We fall into these in-between places. Time is slim here. I simply pulled you in with me and we slid out when the party began. We replayed the night, writing it anew. Strangers' drugs. Strangers' illicit drugs. He's serious. None of this makes any sense. This kind of thing doesn't happen. I find myself shaking my head and his frown deepens. No way am I believing this bullcrap. I don't know what I can do to make you understand. Why didn't you tell me the truth at the beginning? Because memory here is delicate, pull too hard and it will break. I didn't want that to happen. And I knew we were replaying the night. I knew I had a second chance not to screw up. Yes. And I still left? After a time, yes. I'm curious what set you off. Being overwhelmed doesn't quite fit, even though it's the simplest excuse. Doesn't matter? They were replaying a night, or what? Not really, no. What matters is you called the number. What matters is I answered and came to your aid. So it's a demon that lives in a phone. As asked, we replayed the night together. And now we're here. Oh, is this Alec's social insecurity? Yeah. And this place in between. When they replayed the night, it was a quote-unquote replayed, like replayed in Alec's mind. I don't know if I should believe him. He sounds sincere, but bits and pieces of my memory are still too fuzzy to understand. Before, you said we met plenty of times. Pinning you was the first time. Pinning? Like phone pin? You can see why I didn't lead with that. All our other meetings have been here. So we didn't keep replaying the night? Once was sufficient. It wasn't the party you wanted. It was the company. You were scared. You were alone. A party where you know only one person is still a lonely party when that person is swamped with others. I'm sure Marceline loves you very much, but even you realize she did not make time for you. Stop it. Stop what? Stop that. You don't know Marceline. I won't listen to you badmouth her. I apologize. So even stranger backs up when he's like confronted. It's not my intent to anger you. Then what is your intent? Intent is so important. You're plot blocking, stranger. I asked you what's your intent, and you just didn't tell me. You could just tell me, right? Unless your intent is nefarious, or unless you're uncovering your intent is going to harm me, then please just tell me your intent. Please do. No, that's the whole mystery, isn't it? You're agitated. This isn't helping. He's dang right it's not helping. He doesn't even know Marceline and he's judging her. Marceline's made plenty of time for me, and he's plot blocking by not telling me his intent. I just reject it. Always. It's always my fault. Too much of a good thing and I panic. I run away. You don't think you deserve good things, Alec. I think. You do deserve good things, Alec. I need something to calm my nerves. There's a pack of cigarettes in my jacket. Plot blocking. That'll do. I know I quit. I know somewhere I promised someone I wouldn't smoke again. I'll just have one. I mean, plot blocking is necessary if you want to keep a mystery. It just depends on whether it's forced. But this isn't forced, because if there's an intent why the plot blocking occurs, then it's absolutely necessary. I just don't trust like that. He can have the other one. Here, I'll share. I'm not that much of an asshole. Is Alec calling him an asshole as well? I didn't peg you as a smoker. Hey, keep it PG. Sorry. I quit. Forgot to purge these and you are something else. Want one or not? Purge. Is it eating disorder? Just kidding. Sorry. I can't pass on an offer this generous. Yeah, he did. But I found it funny, like, that Alec would continually call him an asshole, like, over and over. It's funny. Come here so I can light them both. There's not a lot of lighter fluid left. Draw closer, my friend. He slowly slides closer like he's expecting me to change my mind. He was also cat-like in appearance, so he's very like serpent in the garden. Ah, sheesh. Are you in love? The fire dances atop the lighter, a little brighter than I was expecting, but it's so warm at the same time. I shield the flame against the wind and settle it between our cigarettes. They are so stylish, though, both of them. He's watching me too closely, like he wants to say something, and I do everything I can not to look at him. This feels like romance, though, so it might be a significant other. This close, my heart just won't stop pounding against my chest. It wants to escape his stare as much as I do. Oh no, is this a deceased lover? Is the memory of a deceased lover haunting Alec? Ah. The cigarette's light before he says anything, and it's a relief. I think even though I don't know the solution, I think Ronove should take my incessant theories as a complete interest and investment in what this story is about. Because I'm very interested. This is just me being very invested. Part of me knows I really shouldn't have pulled these out. Deep down, I remember the promise I made to Marcy when we quit together. Oh, they quit smoking. I wouldn't pick them back up unless she was there to hold me accountable. It's why there was always 2 of them. 2. Oh, these look like fancy cigarettes. Look at that. Or, is that a clue? It looks like they've been burnt. Is that normal cigarette? Or is it been burnt like right down to the crisp? No, when it's burnt, the burn will happen all the way down there. I don't know, maybe I'm overanalyzing, aren't I? Still, it's helping. Some of this edge is easing and I don't want to scream so badly. It's just fancy cigarettes, that's all it is. He must have smoked before. He looks too elegant holding it. They're just blue? Are they blue? Oh. I need to lean closer. It's because of the muted palette that I can't tell whether it's blue or not. All my notes for the scene have comments like, it's not cool to smoke. I think whether it's cool to smoke doesn't really matter because it's so central to the plot. Like, it seems like the quitting thing and the Marceline thing is very, what's it called? And even if people think it's not cool to smoke, it doesn't stop people from being attracted to smoking. So the symbolic nature of the seduction of smoking still exists. He must have smoked before. He looks too elegant holding it, like he's about to critique something. This image almost brings a smile to my face. I stop it before it happens. Because you can't make smoking a temptation unless you make it alluring. Even though he's smiling at me all the same. I wish he'd stop. I don't know why it's getting to me so badly. It does look cool, especially with the glove. The glove. Don't smoke, but like it looks cool. Is it helping? A little. A question bubbles to mind as I take a drag on my cigarette. Maybe he'll answer it, maybe he won't. What are you? That's good that Alec is open enough to answer question. I am the Prince of the Morning Star. There it is, title drop. We know it's important because it's in the title. They're the Prince of the Morning Star. It's not a name. You ask what I am, besides it's what I'm called. There we go, name. You can call me Prince if you'd like. Prince, like the artist. Alright, I don't know what exactly to say. He's watching me waiting for a response, but what am I supposed to say? I take a drag, trying to straighten some of my thoughts. It's only mildly helpful. Are you a demon? Some people call me that. Some people like you, not as much. People like me. Desperate, depressed people like me. Anyone so sad they trust a gosh dang business card and call it. Ah, so this is supernatural. It's a lot less symbolic than I thought. Question him. The cigarette's just agitating me further. All he does is watch me, like he's wondering if he said something wrong. I'm not even sure yet. I put out my cigarette and he does the same. So what? You trap people here until you can mold a story they believe, then what? I do not mold stories, you mold them yourselves. I am not malicious. What do you even get for coming after I called you? My soul. You get my soul. Regrettably. Oh, so they're not like completely bad. It's on the back of the card. And it is. The writing glimmers across the back of the card underneath the fluorescent lights, mocking me. Did I just not care before? Did I even look at the back, or was I so desperate for company I called without even thinking? This is why I'm here. Yes, I am waiting for your soul. Does the bus ever even show up? After a time. It's not the way out. It tears you apart. Wow. Creepy. It rips open your skin and sews it back together, muddling your thoughts and memories until it's easy to do what I'm meant to. So, with the phone, I caught it though. I caught the nefarious nature of the place, sort of, with the phone being all, but you made it obvious, but like with the phone being all like racked up and like trying to cut the cord and stuff. It was ominous. So interesting. Then why make me remember? To torture me? No, never. I can have a heart, can't I? Humans do much better with their memories complete. I wanted to help. Help? You want my soul? You're just a monster after my soul. No. Ooh, the eyes. Ooh. But why do they have to be good looking though? Hello, friend. How you doing? Yeah, anyway. I'm not a monster. Can I have the eyes back? I've done this thing before you were born, long before you were born, and I will and I will do it long after you die. I will not stand here and be called a monster. You think what you're doing isn't monstrous? You mean this? You mean this? I didn't choose this. I could do much, much more before. I had the ability to give people a choice at what to give for my services. As an example, those desperate would come to me on the eve of a marriage that would doom them. I gave them the last choice they'd ever get to make under their own power, a fleeting dream they could fall back on. Yeah, for their souls. It wasn't always a soul. Souls are too final. Sometimes it was a skills, others a memory. Many of them offered their firstborn child. What? Oh. As a life to kill, or as a to dedicate to the prince's purpose? Are we meeting with the devil? What? Like that's any better? To them, yes. No one wants a potential child's soul. Those get let go to try again. I'm not so heartless I willingly devour potential souls for a quick rush. It was my only loophole. So Prince believes at least that Prince has a heart. So like not be heartless. But heartless, what does heartless mean here? I don't believe in that. And as a result, the parent would for their entire life have a dream I gave them to fall back on when they couldn't escape. To fall back on. So what deal did Alec make with the prince? The dream would help them live one more day, survive a life that never mattered to begin with. I gave each of them something happy, something blissful in dark lies where they knew nothing else. Then why am I here? Why does this place even exist? Alec, I think you made a deal with the prince long ago. Why couldn't I have had a choice like that? You did, I think. Why is mine just give up my soul and die? Oh, never mind. Times change. They caught on. So the prince is under influence of they? Regrettably, the powers that have become more and more desperate, loopholes closed, skills mean nothing, and memories don't sustain us. They want the life souls give them. So souls give some people life. I'm sorry for what it's worth. And the prince is caught in a system. Capitalism. The prince is a victim of capitalism. No, this isn't real. It is. I'm sorry it is. This just can't be real. Look at the tears. Down with capitalism. Alec, stop it. Please. The music, please. This is heckin' bullcrap. You know, I gave Marcy my motorcycle because I didn't think I was coming back for it. Motorcycle. Yeah, there's kill the self. So I was right with the suicide thing. Alec was suicidal, social anxiety disorder. Is there regret over the bike? Did Marcy have a motorcycle accident? And that's what caused Alec to do something? It got so bad, I wasn't eating. Oh no, there actually was eating disorder. No, not disorder maybe, but just at least some eating. I wasn't doing anything, and I finally checked myself into a hospital because I was scared. It got better. I was better coming out. I swear I was better. Coming out? Is that like coming out, actual coming out? Oh no, coming out of the hospital. Benny, stop misinterpreting these things. And I did everything they asked of me. I went to Marcy's party to show I was better after I hecking disappeared on her, and I couldn't even do that. I was so scared and I panicked. It was like I didn't get better at all. Then I had your hecking card, and I called you to help me. Alec called the prince. Help me be better. Oh, so you call the prince when you want to make a deal to improve your life. But the prince, it's like a monkey's paw situation where the prince will also take something from you in return. But they've changed the rules so that prince can't do that anymore. And I die anyway. Die. Yep. Thought so. Purgatory. I'm sorry. Remember the first time he left the party and suddenly had the prince's card? Yeah. I think... What good does it do me now? My heart won't stop pounding. I think I want to vomit, cry, maybe both. Just put my head in between my knees and make it all stop. Yeah, the prince can't make deals anymore because of capitalism. They're just a cog in the machine. What ends up happening is, I start laughing. It didn't even sound like me, but I laugh so hard it hurts my chest. Laughter is a common response to shock. I can't. I wipe my eyes the best I can. Crying's not helping. I did my gosh dang best and it still ends up this way. Why'd I even try? He won't stop watching me like he desperately wants to reach out to comfort me. You can kiss me. He catches me glaring at him, stops. It's not like his comfort would be any help. How about the solution is you have to hook up with the prince so you can become the princess. Especially if I'm going to die. Question him. Do you even like what you're doing? Not for a long time. Why are my memories so fuzzy? It's like looking through broken glass. It's because we've been through this over and over again until you fall apart. I piece you back together the best I can so we can try once more. Try? What are they trying to do? But there's only so much I can do. Saving at some point? Oh, okay. I realized... Yeah, because... Well, I kind of assumed that if I died, or if I'd picked something wrong, then I would be able to fast forward through stuff, but I think... I'm not sure how it is in Renpai usually. I think in this, I can't fast forward things I haven't been through, so if I game over, then maybe I can't fast forward through stuff? If I piece you could, that's true. Okay. Just let me know. I would like to know if you can fast forward through text that you haven't experienced yet, because I'm trying to think of these options in my game, whether I should do it. I just figured it's easier to save than speed up. Yeah, that's true, like, because there's also an option where you can skip entire things. I want to, like, make it pretty strong in my game. Anyway, I'm dissuading from this game. I piece you back together the best I can so we can try once more, but there's only so much I can do. This is very interesting. What a neat little twist on the devil's contract trope. It is actually very, very clever, yeah. You can only fast forward you haven't seen by choosing the option. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. You aren't always happy to talk to me. I wonder why. Alec. Why do I fall apart? Do I just take the bus over and over again? Yes, but it's worse than that. You came here falling apart. You don't know what you want with your life. As a result, your soul is breaking. It has been for years, if I had to guess. Being here isn't helping. I can only do so much to keep it together. Why haven't you just taken my soul? Because I don't want to take it unless you're ready, unless you've come to terms, so to speak. But Prince, why don't you want to take it unless I'm ready? Is there something about you, Prince, that you can't stand to torture? Do you have any chance? Do you have any choice in this, Prince? Because if you have any choice, that might be the way out. What can we do to help you, Prince? Because does anyone think of you? Oh, you can right-click to save? Okay. Cool. Do you even know what you want to do with your life? Do demons have lives? There we go. There we go. All I wish is to return to what I was when I was formed, to be the actual Prince of the Morning Star once again. So Prince considers himself not an actual... Because they've been robbed of their initial duty. They don't consider themselves to be the real Prince of the Morning Star. Oh wait, the Morning Star... Wait a minute. I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to do a little research because I'm pretty sure... Like the concept of the Morning Star. Lucifer, yeah. I thought so. I only just clicked. Isaiah 14:12 refers to as the Morning Star or Shining One rather than his proper name Lucifer. Is there the Prince? Prince of the power of the air for Zeus. Yeah, so it was there the whole time. the clues were there the entire time. And it's funny because I come from a Christian background, so like I should have clicked what the morning star meant. I just didn't. I knew it clicked off something in my mind, but I didn't think about it too much. I just thought, oh lovely, a morning star. It's two people meeting at a bus stop and they love each other. All I wish is to return to what I was when I was formed, to be the actual prince of the morning star once again, not some demonic call center shell. Call center? There is that capitalism, so the devil has become subject to capitalism. That's what this game is. What does it even mean to dance upon the morning star? Like, is it an actual place? It's... Honestly, I don't know how to explain it to a human. He's watching me again, like he's worried about asking a question. So this time the dynamic has changed. Now Morningstar Prince is worried. I wish he'd just get it over with. The silence has started to make me sick again. Alec, you've never mentioned a motorcycle before this loop. Seriously? Seriously. I've lost count how many we've been through, but this was the first time. Lost count? That must be a lot. Prince, do you even have a notepad to like note down like how many times you've done something? Or is Prince the actual one who's like doomed the most? Because Prince has to do this for every single person who goes through this loop over and over again. So who's really being tortured? His victims or Prince themselves? Prince is just taking notes in his head. But there's so many there's only so many times you can take notes in your head if you're doing the same thing over and over again for a company that doesn't care about you. Oh, Prince, you're a victim of bureaucracy. It's one of my favorite things. I used to like riding at night. Near my place is this nature reserve drive. What's the pay, Prince? How much you get paid? I always liked driving through it when no one else was there. It was peaceful. I didn't even take you for a ride on it before the party. I wish you had. We could have spent more time together, the devil and I. But when we left the party, the terms were up. Terms? You asked for me to take you back to the party. Once we left it, we were here. We should go for a ride on it. Just the two of us into the morning light. It's like a dance, right? The dance of the motorcycle, and then accidentally crash. I'd like that. Except, we can't. You need my soul. Regrettably. How about you take my soul by becoming my romantic partner? That's the payphone. Why is it ringing again? Even he looks a little worried that it's ringing again. He looks worried? How is he not in control of what happens here? And the funny I would like that. Like, I don't know if that's where this is going, but if romance was the answer to, like, a deal with the devil where the devil doesn't want to make the deal, that's a very interesting concept. Be careful with his choice. I've been mentally keeping track of your choices. Okay. You rigged to call again? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Of course he doesn't. I'll tell him to answer. Maybe it's for you this time. Because he doesn't know. Do you think so? You're going to answer. What if Alec comes from the government and is coming to reap the prince's soul? No, just kidding. Does the sound not soothe your ears? A little smile? I suppose I could. I already know what it'll say. You don't know what it'll say. He strides long and languid. Sexy. Sorry. He doesn't want to be here any more than I do. Punctuation, any more should be 2 words there. He doesn't want to be here any more. I think he doesn't want to be here anymore is 1 word, but any more would be 2 words, I think. He answers the phone after another few rings, his face contorted in a scowl that makes even me shiver. Something about him is flickering. But the thing is, I'm very good at noticing punctuation and grammar errors, but I don't think I've noticed any up till now. That was like the first one. So, people hire me for your proofreader, to be your proofreaders. No. Maybe what I've seen of him isn't actually real. Interesting. You're doing so well. You absolutely were. He's not talking loud enough for me to hear. Figures. Not sure why I tried to eavesdrop on a demon anyway. You can see how little people make him answer the phone. Really? The call doesn't last long. He comes to an abrupt stop and releases a long sigh. To me, it made sense because he didn't know that the call was coming. And then he goes away, says, pretending, I know what it'll say anyway. But you how do you know what it's going to say? You're lying to me. If you didn't even know the call was coming. I don't know, maybe I'm misinterpreting. When he looks back at me, he's himself again, or at least what he probably thinks I find comfortable enough. He's lying. Not lying. He's pretending. Maybe. No, wait. What he thinks I find comfortable enough, or maybe he's taming himself for my comfort. He cares about me. No flickering. His steps back are slower, like he's thinking, but that smug smile dances across his lips as he comes near. It's interesting. There's a mystery about how much he's letting on or not. Not a good call. Alex playing a game as well. Alex trying to be tense with him. Prince was supposed to have a full-blown demon portrait, but I couldn't think of what it could look like, that it wouldn't be too much to draw. Oh, you mean for this part? I actually think if it was going to be for this part, it works better if they look ordinary. If they were a full-on demon portrait, I don't think it would work as well for me. I think because, what's it called? There's something about, unless I'm psychoanalyzing incorrectly, there's something about, oh, you were supposed to see him briefly as a demon? Oh, okay. Oh. No, actually, that would have been quite meaningful. If you saw him as a demon on the payphone, because that would indicate vulnerability? Before he comes back, but given how much I had problems with Alex's portrait and the payphone, I was like, I can't do this well. Because maybe when he turns into a demon, that's him being himself. That's him letting his guard down. Interesting. What gives you that idea? You didn't seem happy until you looked back at me. I suppose I wasn't. It was my superior. You have a superior? Aren't you a prince? From bygone era. It's a mere title now. I'm nothing more than a call center shill. Capitalism yet again. What if I'd gone and answered it again? It may have been for you. We'll never know, will we? It may have been for you. So Prince knows the mechanics of the phone? Or maybe this is just a comment on parallel realities or whatever. I don't know. What did your superiors want? To tell me I'm taking too long, tying up my line. Taking too long in the iterations or in this current iteration? Interesting. Oh, because of me. He doesn't have to say it. I already know it. What does it matter if I'm taking too long to let him have my soul? Everyone else can wait. Except I can't wait. My soul's breaking apart. I can barely remember the faces of people I should know. So the lack of memory is due to the iterations happening over and over again? When you first appear in this place, do you retain your full memories usually? But since Prince has taken so long iterating this over and over again, trying to grab the soul is breaking apart. Or maybe Prince has fallen in love with Alec. His memory gets fuzzier and fuzzier. Maybe Prince has fallen in love with Alec, and Prince can't let Alec go because he loves him. Maybe next time I won't even remember Marceline or my bike. Even now, her face is fuzzy. Well, you remembered your bike even though you never remembered it before, or you didn't mention it. Maybe you only mentioned it because you don't remember how traumatic it is to you. And the prince said he pieces it back together. He was being literal. If the prince pieces him back together, Prince must actually care about either Alec or all Prince's victims, quote-unquote victims, a lot. Interesting. I can't even remember the model of my bike. It could be that Prince is actually just very nice. Because back when Prince had a choice, maybe Prince made a lot of nice deals and was very graceful. But now Prince doesn't have a choice, and Prince knows Alec is cool, and Prince doesn't want to let Alec go. I don't know. I'm reading too far into it. Sorry, I probably should have finished this by now, but I'm actually enjoying this a lot. Sorry. I can't even remember the model of my bike. Everything is an exhausting swirl of breeze and stuff. I'm going to save in a different All we can do is wait, I guess. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This looks romantic. I don't know what else to say. We lapse into silence and I want to will it away, but what more can I bullcrap about? There might not be a good outcome. I don't know why I kept him here so long just talking to me. It feels less lonely, sure, but it doesn't change anything. I like the shoulders. Is that bone or is that just the way that... that's just the way the jacket is, I think. I don't wear jackets like that, but I think it looks cool. Cold wind rustles up through the bus stop, making me shiver. He doesn't move one bit. Maybe he never felt the cold. He's just staring at the road, ran out of things to talk about just as much as I did, I guess. The funny thing, the reason I'm enjoying it, I thought I'd enjoy it for the art, but I'm actually enjoying it also just for the story, which is incredibly well written. Lights wash over the pavement and we look forward at the same time. Here's the bus. The bus rolls into view, something horrifyingly spectral and washed with lights from every window. It chases away the chill and warmth drapes over me. Well, there's the bus you've been waiting for. I guess it is. Holds the hand. He holds my hand tightly like he's afraid to let it go. Please, Alec. Believe me, taking the bus will give you no answers. It will not be the ending you seek. Okay, I've saved. I was gonna say I'm gonna try getting on the bus, but I don't want to. Like, I was gonna try getting on the bus to see what would happen, but I've been thinking about this in visual novels and about what I'm doing, and I think the most honest way to play a visual novel is not to game it. I think. So I'll do what I would do. I'll do what I would do. I would stay. I don't have to try out different options if I feel like I only need to choose what I would choose, and this is what I would choose. I don't move. I let him hold my hand as the bus doors close. The lights in the windows grow dim and the cold returns as it drives away. He breathes out like he'd been holding his breath, and we sit back against the bench together. It's funny because in my visual novel, it sounds like a controversial choice, but I was thinking I only want them to play it once. And because my visual novel has no bad endings, I was like, I want you to play it once and it will be your only playthrough, and this is what you would do in this situation. It feels very consequential. I don't want them like trying out all the different stuff and, you know, but like, I mean, each has their own purpose, but it feels like I want to live a visual novel as I would, you know. And Zixi, you're right, the decisions feel like they're gaining a lot more weight. I like it. He breathes out like he'd been holding his breath, and we sit back against the bench together. Bad ending is a bit of a loaded term. Exactly. Don't think the game is a bad ending per se, just not as fulfilling. True. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, it's interesting. I've been struggling with the idea of different endings in games. I'm like, what does it really mean? And I'm like, what does it mean to have a good ending or bad ending or canon? I'm like, it's a little bit evasive for me. Anyway, but I'm just glad I'm getting, you know, I'm living this visual novel as I would if I were Alec, and that's all that matters to me at the moment. The wind is still cold. Maybe it's even colder now that I've had a taste of warmth. He doesn't look like he knows what to say. Not like I do either. Have we been here before? Do I board the bus every time? You said we danced at the party. We did. I don't remember ever dancing before. Ever dancing? I know. I didn't mind. Can you tell me? Tell you what? About when we danced. I can't remember it. It's too fuzzy. We couldn't dance inside. It was too crowded, too loud. I took you to the backyard. It was frigid outside, so no one was there. We were underneath the string of light bulbs someone had hung on the tree dappled in snow. I think my theory's coming together. I had a coat around you because you were cold. Ah, there we go. Yeah. We've been drinking a little. I remember not walking a straight line, much less dancing one. It's cute. Did you really put your coat around me? You weren't really dressed for the weather. You liked it. Dance with the devil. Said it was warm. You were smiling. I remember. I remember your breath on my neck. You were trying to whisper something to me. I couldn't hear what it was. I panicked. I just... You were scared of feeling good. Very happy. Prince is happy to be imparting the news that we had a good time. It happens more often than you think. What, falling in love with the prince? No. What were you trying to tell me? Prince needs love too. I feel bad asking. He's paused for too long, a distant look in his eyes, like he isn't sure if he should tell me or not. Oh, so maybe that was the whole time, the whole plot blocking thing was the motivation for Prince not telling me what's actually happening is because Prince has done a thing that Prince is not supposed to do. And Prince is afraid if Alec will be unhappy. I wanted to tell you that it was the best night of my life. Seriously? I thought you'd been doing this since before I was born. That couldn't be the best. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Days and lives become a blur swirling together. So I'm like a 20-something-year-old dating a million-year-old person? Nothing's made an impression in so long. Nothing's mattered so badly like you did tonight. Maybe that lamp did hit me on the head. Wait, you have a corporeal body? I wanted to tell you that because I wanted you to feel special. As what I am, we peek into lies to get an idea of who you are before the job begins, so I know what not to do. I wanted to do more than just take you to party. I wanted you to feel the warmth you have been missing. Wait. When you say this, Prince, you are framing it as if it's something Alec needs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Prince doesn't need it. I thought Prince would have needed it. I guess I have to go on and figure out. Sheesh. Sorry, I'm getting very invested in this. Maybe I tried too hard. Maybe there's nothing I can do more. But I didn't want the night to end. I still don't. What? There are ways to speed this up I have foregone. I could have let the bus simply tear you to pieces. I could simply refuse to piece you back together and take what soul I could gather. I realize that Prince has a stake in this. But every time I thought to do so, to put a stop to this job, I thought of how you felt when we were alone, dancing together. I couldn't do it. Even if every single time I'm told I need to finish up, I can't do it. I thought so, yeah. I never wanted to do any of this. I'm supposed to dance upon the morning star with mortals, take them away and love them for as long as they might live. Not this call center job. Again, the call center job, yep, correct. Prince is destroyed by capitalism, sucking these souls out of the poor people who don't even know what they're calling about until it's too late. But Prince, is a civil war possible, or are you imprisoned? Is Prince imprisoned? Is the audio loud, by the way? Should I turn it down a bit, or is it fine? You really wouldn't take souls if you didn't have to? They're nice, but I love this whole process more. It lets me feel warmth and joy when I'm not supposed to feel either. Oh, is it a little loud? Oh, just let me know and I'll turn it down. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Yeah, let me know if the mixing is a bit off. Apologies. Because I can't hear what it's like on the stream. Here we go. Is that better? I have lived countless days, countless years, countless lives, all just so I can reap souls from the willing. This is one time I stopped myself. This is the one time I've had enough. There we go. Just let me know at any time. Just say, oh, the audio track's a bit loud or something, because I'd love to hear that. I want it to be like the best possible mix. This is the one I can't do it with precision, and you're falling apart despite everything I've done. All because of me. You barely remember your life because I keep dragging you back. I can't even do the decent thing and put you out of your misery. Because you love me. Admit it. Admit it. I don't know how to respond. Everything's clear in my mind. I know I have felt the party, how warm I was. How unbelievably loved I felt. Even if it was just a job. Even if it was fake. What should I do? Ask him to dance. We dance, I think. Can I save here? Oh, no. I don't know. Yeah, ask him to dance. Last night was the best night I've ever had. And I'm not saying that because I can't remember a lot of other nights right now. Deep down, I think it's true. You're not wrong. I haven't had a really good life. I don't like to think about it, and I am far better off not remembering most of it right now. I'm sorry I panicked. I'm sorry I dragged you out of the party. I'm sorry I ended it all early. You don't have to apologize. I wish we could finish the night. We can, if I just give you my soul. Alec, don't ask me if I'm sure. I wouldn't be saying it if I wasn't. Just let me be with you like we were. Okay, what I was going to do once I've finished was try different options and stuff. The thing about visual novels that I don't understand is I don't always understand how I'm supposed to know what the other endings are, but I usually just kind of flail around a little bit until I might or might not find something, I suppose. Or maybe I'll just do all the options. It will be my pleasure. Oops, sorry. I won't say I'm not scared, I am, but at the same time I'm not. I wasn't lying. Somehow he made things right in that party. Somehow I forgot everything that happened because I was happy with him. Look at this lovely hand. Just a freak chance and a once-in-a-lifetime night. I just wish it hadn't been so short. I promise you, Alec, I will take you far away from here. And I will never let anything hurt you. He cups my face, his gloves suddenly gone, and he draws me in. His hands are so warm. The land around us melts, leaving us weightless, and he falls back, taking me with him through the melting sky of stars. Oh, wow. His coat wraps me up, no longer what it once was, but now a pair of black wings dusted with stars. They fold around me, soft and warm to the touch. His eyes never leave mine, they flicker like candlelight. I'm drowsy, I can't keep my eyes open. I close my eyes as I press my head against him. Even demons have hearts. It beats loud and clear through his chest, it's soothing. Somehow this feels right. I don't know what any of this means, but it doesn't matter. I'm stuck in a world in between. If there's no way out, I'd rather go out remembering the one night I was actually happy. Even if it was a lie. Oh, the coat to black wings, yeah. I didn't realize that because it's fluffy at the top and... yeah. So that's my ending. That will always be my ending. Interesting. Time to reload that save. Yep. But just what? Yeah, I think that ending right there was the one that that's how I feel anyway about visual novels. The first one you choose, if you're being honest, that was how it would have ended with me if I were to be in that situation. I think there's something about visual novels recognizing that. I'm not sure if it's good. Even if you die near the beginning, it's like, well, that's what would have happened if you were this person. Anyway, but I guess that's sort of like playing a platformer, and the first time you die, it's like, well, that's what would have happened if you were them. You would have fallen in that hole and died. Yep. Convince him there's another way. Isn't there anything we can do? But maybe I misinterpreted it as well, because sometimes I don't know what this implies, because I might have done this if I had like a completely open choice. Because sometimes when you're given a binary choice in a visual novel, you don't know what it like implies. So we'll see how this path goes, and then I might claim it for myself if it represents better how I might have acted. So there's always that as well, because a game is a game. We have to realize how gamey it is. I know you don't want to do this. I know I don't want to die. Alec. Dance with him after his whole spiel lulls people into thinking that's the more romantic option. It was for me, though. Well, not the more romantic option, but it was pretty romantic. And that might have been what I did, depending on how this one goes. Please. Because I might not fully understand what it meant. He won't look at me. He's really given up. I can't. Not after everything I've been through. I can't just go out like this. I grab his hand and hold it tightly. I will not give up my life. It's mine, no one else's. Oh, see, sometimes I think that the dance, I wasn't absolutely sure that the dance represented giving my life up. Maybe that's what it was. I didn't realize that I was going to give my life up with the dance. But maybe Alec didn't realize either. Full of mistakes and crap I refuse to look back on because it's hard, but that's not all. I know that's not all, because if this has the connotation of I'm not giving up, then I probably would have chosen this, because I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to. I think mister, if you dance with him, you're giving up him your soul. Yeah, and maybe I don't fully understand what the giving of the soul entails. I thought it might continue. Interesting. But maybe Alec thought that too, so hey, I was just being Alec and not listening. Or not putting pieces together. I still have so much longer to go and I won't give it up. The one thing I know is that I had the best night of my life with you, and I'm not saying that because I can't remember a hell of a lot of nights right now, but because I truly feel that deep down. I know I can help you. You truly think so? Well, here's the thing. I wanted to help Prince all along, so giving up to Prince wouldn't have been what I wanted to do. I would have wanted to help Prince the best I can. That would have been my heart. So maybe that wasn't my canonical ending. You are the call center shell, not deep down. Think back to who you were before you were shoved there. I like this. No, this is my ending. Sorry. Oh, you noticed the consistency error? Okay. Oh, wow. No, I'm claiming this ending now because this is what I felt I wanted to do all along, was to help Prince. I don't fully see the point. This is my ending now, yeah, because I don't see the point in giving up my soul if I can't help Prince. The reason why I like Prince is because I want to help them out of their struggles. So yeah, this is my ending. You said you love mortals for as long as they might live. That has to mean something. He lets go of my hand slowly. I will dance with you every single morning. I won't even get blind so you can feel the morning light. It counts, right? If you do so, is that so like a word, or is it so and then space? So hyphen space so. Is it like is that what's it called? Stuttering. I will let you be if you're stuttering, I think don't you have a space between the so and the so? I think you do. I think so. Maybe. Because it's also a little bit confusing because so is a word. Like, so. Yeah. I will let you be a part. Yes, so. Yeah, so is good, but I like so. I like this version. That's what I would have done. But maybe it's grammatically incorrect. I don't know. I've always seen it like that, though. I will let you be part of my life for as long as I might live. I just know, maybe if it was like a word, because even so is a word in itself, so I thought it was saying so. Just so you can escape too. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it won't work this way. I pray. I hope with everything I have I can do this. And he smiles at me, a shy smile that I can't quite read. You'll do that? You aren't tired of me? This is my ending, because I love Prince. I want to help Prince. I think that's what love is. You gave me the best night of my life. I'll do that. For so many loops you've screamed at me that you hate me. Really? I feel bad now. So many loops you've cried and refused to listen to me. I honestly thought this would turn out the same and I'd truly lose you on the next. Do we not deserve Prince? Maybe we don't deserve Prince. We always reject Prince. Prince is too good for us. Here I am, undeserving of this kindness, and you're doing this. What the heck? No, I mean, oh well, there's a spelling mistake there. Undeserving should be undeserving. But Prince, you're not undeserving of the kindness. If anything, we're undeserving for keeping on screaming at you over and over again for what is clearly not your fault. But mind you, Prince doesn't let on a lot. And I don't care. I don't want to be alone. You don't want to be here. There has to be a way we can make this work. It's funny that Alec would only realize this after 100 and something iteration. Does Alec deserve Prince? I don't even know if he does. I deserve Prince. No, just kidding. Can you pull out your phone? Doesn't have a charge. No matter. He takes my phone with nimble fingers and runs a finger along the screen. It boots up and my jaw drops. You were able to do that this whole time? Flippin' heck. It was dead, I was sure of it. He slides his thumb across the lock screen. It lets him in. I almost want to take it back. He doesn't need to see what's on it, but I force myself to stay still. He dials a number. Wait, I'm just going to save. He dials a number and hands it over. What? Put it to your ear. I stammer on a question and instead put it to my ear as asked. It's ringing. Is this ringing someone in actual life? Because it rang. It didn't, like, it's not like one of those, you know, apparitions. You've reached Goetia Daemonium. How may I help you? This is about capitalism, isn't it? I was right. Capitalism is destroying Prince's life, and we just have to get him out of the system somehow. Get him fired. His lips didn't even move, but I know it's his voice on the other end. Oh, wow. All he does is watch me with a bemused expression on his face. He waves his hand, urging me to continue. I hesitate. I know I've heard these words before, but for the life of me, I can't remember where. He's watching me, urging me to continue, but I don't know how. Tell it what you just told me. Haltingly, I begin to speak. Hey, I want you to be part of my life for as long as I might live, and be yourself, dancing in the morning light and all. I do want to... Wait. Stuttering grammar. I want to make sure I'm in the right camp. He collected sleeted to ties. Oh, so it is, you are correct. Yeah, you should put them all together. I was wrong. What if it's a full word, though? This is a consonant, though. What if it's a full word? How do you punctuate stammering speech? Stutter. I didn't. Maybe. Stuttering grammar, full word. You're probably right. So. But like you can stutter so. You don't have to stutter so. You can stutter so like that. You can stutter that. It's possible. So I think it feels different. I think it feels good to stutter the full word so like that, because it feels. I wouldn't stutter so. Yeah, ellipses wouldn't quite do it, I think. Interesting. I would do this, but I don't know if it's grammatically correct. So, I don't know. Well, wait. Wait. Anyway, whatever. I want you to be part of my life for as long as I might live, and be yourself, dancing in the morning light and all. The phone on the other end hangs up abruptly. I barely have my phone down before he jerks me forward into a kiss. Oh, wow. My eyes wide open. I freeze. I don't even know what to think. Except he did this the first time too, before we replayed the night. Back then, I'd been too shocked to enjoy how warm his mouth was. How warm he was as he drew me closer. It's intoxicating. Just like last time, I feel his magic. It's filling me up, making my entire body tingle. It is funny that how then in fiction though, people just like swoop in. Whoosh. Like, what if the other person doesn't want it? I don't know if that like reinforces bad behavior, but still. Not even when the world fusses around me. Because this is how you do it in real life. You swoop in like a bird. Not even when everything goes dark. Oh. He's warm in his touch, light stars across every inch of me. He is the star-stealing prince. The morning star-stealing prince. Here I am. The sun's so warm. There he is. It's time to wake up, Alec. Hey, it's morning. So it is. Look at the stars on the... Is that star... Oh, that's dust mites, I think. Was that really all I had to do? Call you again? Indeed. I'm sorry it took you so many loops to figure it out. To figure it out? Couldn't you have told me? Humans have to come to their own request. If I'd done any more guiding, they could have ripped me away, leaving you to die. How do they know, though? Dust, not dust mites. Oh, so is it dust on the pillows? Or is it fancy dust from the wings? I don't know. Or is it just the way that light hits the dust? All I could do, if I was just looking at this, I thought, well, they don't seem to be floating, so yeah, I don't know. All I could do was provide the final out. Asshole. Thinking too hard about it. Hey, if you weren't here, I would think about it. I'm just expressing my thoughts out loud. It's not my fault it took you this long. I did my best. You owe me so many dances. I guess I do. Do you actually have a name? I can't go around calling you by your title. Well, will he have this full coat, and is he corporeal now? But like, how did the... I don't quite know how it happened, but perhaps. He purrs the word and kisses my neck. His lips are almost as warm as the morning light coming through my window. Do I have to decide one now? I want to finish our dance. I want to finish it too. Nice song. I didn't realize how small Alec was. Alec's quite small. Aww. I do have questions. Overall, let me give my overall opinion of the game. So the Morning Star. The Morning Star is a really lovely story, visual novel. I love the atmosphere. The art is very well drawn. I enjoyed the way that the music built, the atmospheric wind, the way that everything is sort of clear cut, and it just feels super polished. There were a couple of punctuation errors here and there, but overall the game had good spelling and punctuation. I also enjoyed the way that it uncovered as like an unfolding mystery. There is that sense of the mystery box being unfolded, but one layer at a time, as you sort of you're deliberately placed in a place that you have no knowledge of where you are, which is like a convenient way of like presenting a story where you uncover more and more about a situation, and it ends when you know exactly what's happening. So it unfolded, one little bit at a time. I think, and I liked that it went in a direction that I did not expect. What I was sort of expecting before, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Zex Youth. I enjoyed narrating this with the music as well, and the story was very interesting. What I expected was sort of like straightforward romance where you meet a person meets their significant other at a bus, and there's nothing spiritual about it. It's just like you meet at a bus stop. And this was before I played the game, and when I was looking at the art and stuff, I was like, I didn't think it was going to be so supernatural as it was. And then as I started playing, I started coming up with these theories about, wait, are they on their deathbed and they have to figure out like how to get out of it, or is this like a representation within the mind? But it turned out that it was very very real, about a literal deal the devil made with being under the bureaucracy of a corporation. There was some stuff that I didn't quite understand. I suppose in this world, in this fantasy world, the devil, the Morning Star, was a employee for a company that imposed rules upon them to harvest souls. That's how I understood it. I'm not too sure. Maybe I could get clarification. And that Alec was just one of these souls. So that was one assumption that I made. That they have been doing this since I don't know when. It could be like since the beginning of time. Otherworldly company, right? So basically, the equivalent of the Morning Star, or the devil, because I mean, Isaiah, implies that the Morning Star literally means Lucifer, has been employed by otherworldly company to they used to make deals, but I'm not quite sure what the deal is, because when Alec woke up, they were just lying down in bed. They left the party. I don't know how Alec summoned the Morning Star through the phone, how it came out of the phone. I don't know how that happened. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be vague, how all of a sudden, because they left the party, but they wanted to try again. I think, was that the deal that was being made? And was this just one point of stasis and what is essentially, maybe it was correct what I was saying about purgatory. Does every person who comes to this purgatorious place, they're a call center. Alec got Prince and he came through the phone. Alec asked the Prince to take him back to the party to do it again. But how did Alec call Prince in the first place is my question, because did Alec call Prince after Alec left the party? And then Prince answered, and then Alec said, can you give me... Prince was like, I can give you a wish if I take your soul or something like that. And then Alec is like, someone gave him Prince's card. It was after Alec. Oh, just someone gave him the card. Oh, someone gave him the card, right, after Alec left the party. And then Alec called the number, and then Prince... Yeah, someone's meant to be fake. Okay, that makes sense. It's very, like, fable-like. Yep. And then Prince came out of the phone. Or literally, did they physically come out of the phone? No, they didn't. Or maybe they did. And it was like, hey, you want a deal? You want to do something? Whether Alec knew or not, he was giving up his soul. He admits he might not have read the complete terms. He was just desperate. Literally came out of the phone. Oh, like a genie. So the phone was like a genie. You rub the phone. You call it, and then the Prince is like, hey, I'm here. Or you just call it, and the Prince comes out. So immediately, yeah, he's a demon. He can do what he wants. And then what's it called? Then Alec was like, oh, wow, can you let me replay the party? That's what I got, I think. I want to do something different because I disappeared on Marceline, and I don't want to disappear on Marceline again. And Demon was like, sure, let's replay the party. Yeah, well, you don't read the updated terms of service, yeah. And then they replay the party, and Alec does the exact same thing. Alec leaves and disappears. And they're sad about that. And that's just because that's who Alec is. But Alec was with... The thing that we realized was that Alec was with the Prince on that night, and Alec had a romantic encounter with the Prince, I think, and they danced, and Alec enjoyed the Prince's company. And then so this is being revealed over time, but that thing at the end where Alex says, maybe I can get you out of being the prince, or maybe I can get you out of this company. So what Alec has to do is call a version of Prince who is at the counter for the company and say, I wanted to dance with you. I do love you. And then that is what lets the Prince take the soul. Normal party called Prince Party with Prince. They end up in bus stop. Alec denies wanting to give up his soul. Loops the game. So the main thing that's stopping Alec from leaving the loop is that Alec doesn't want to give up their soul, but the way that Alec can give up their soul to the Prince. I think I made that earlier, where the way that Prince can get out of the terms of agreement is by taking Alec's soul romantically. Is that what it is? Let's go gallery. There's a few locked ones. Oh, nice. Alec made a new deal. Should I get these couple endings? There's only 2, right? I don't know if are they good endings? Stay with me as long as I might live was the new deal. Now what that means is up for interpretation. One is an ending, the bottom. That one. Interesting. I wonder how I get that ending. The one... Oh, if I answer the phone a second time. Wait. I've done these 2 endings. No, don't overwrite save. Skip. Get on the bus. Oh, I have other games to stream. That's true. Sorry, yep. I know. But I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. All he does is stare at me. I go on the bus. Oh, lovely. The light's fuzzy. I'm not cold anymore. Wraps me up completely. He'll just take my soul, be done with it. But for now, this is fine. I want to forget everything. I think I might have to skip Homework Salesman because it's already time that I'm supposed to be playing Volrath's games, and Volrath needs to go look after their I think it was it children? I can't remember. Or be with their family. I'm back here again. I might play Homework Salesman a bit later, but maybe I won't have the time. I'm not sure. I didn't expect it to be to take this long, but this is good. I'm happy I played through the entire thing. My music died. Is this the same skit? Why does it feel so familiar? Wait. You got super into it. I did. Well, I'll start BroQuest after I do this ending. Where am I? Wait, here. Okay, cool. Title. The bus ending loops back to the beginning. And then what about skip this to go to answer it myself? Maybe it's for me again. Won't know until you answer it, like Schrodinger's cat, I guess. Maybe it's Marceline again. I could use hearing her voice again right now. Something I know, something like home. Walking through brush. Brush? Well, here goes nothing. At least answering will blah. Oh, nice. Hello? Static. There's nothing but static. I don't know why I expected anything different. I go to hang up, but the static softly stops. It's silence until I hear something else. Was that a cassette tape? I wait. There has to be more. Voices begin speaking, but it's too garbled to understand, like I'm trying to listen to someone underwater. I glance back and find him staring at me from the bus stop. He's just watching me with a smile. It's softer than before. When he catches me glancing at him, he quickly looks somewhere else. He's doing something to the phone. I just know it. Interesting. I keep listening anyway. The voice is clear and I hear myself. Hello, is anyone there? You've reached Gocha Domain. Oh, here we go. Here's Prince's voice. Demonim, how may I help you? It comes back to me like a bucket of cold water. I took off from the party. I couldn't think. Somehow I made it home with his card in my hand. I desperately needed to talk to someone. I just to let go of my nerves. Chase away whatever my thoughts were screaming at me. Oh, so that makes this more obvious, getting this ending. My roommates weren't home. I was desperate. I locked myself in my room and called the number. I was expecting a prank. Some sex hotline charging me $100 a minute or even nothing at all. I just wanted someone to talk to desperately. I should have known what I was getting to with a name like that. Yeah, I have your card. Of course you do. You can't call us by accident. He sounds just as smug over the phone as he does now. Same inflection, everything. Okay, how does this work? You need only ask for something. I can do a variety of acts. From guiding you for years to come, there's a limit on this, but we can... This is so important. This is extremely important. I would have completely missed this. Interesting. This is very important. To being rid of someone and hiding the body or bodies. To telling your mother-in-law to screw off. To the best sex of your life. Wait, hold on. Here's something you like? No, just... This is going to sound silly. Nothing is silly, believe me. Can you just... come to a party with me? Ah, there we go. That's so important. It's extremely important. You need only ask. Are you sitting down? Kinda. I have to hold the phone away from my ear as I scream on the other side. You would have screamed too if a man was coming through your phone screen. And then the lamp hits the floor. And that's him pinning me. Definitely remember that. Look at his eyes like, ooh, I like this. Just kidding. I remember at first I was terrified. His eyes were so bright. They were a light all their own. But even though I'd almost hit him with the lamp, he was smiling at me. And somehow I felt okay. Everything from the party just a long gone memory. Ronove says, I thought about locking the true ending behind getting this, but it kind of felt cruel at how late this happens. That's how it happened. Part of me wants to scream into the receiver, tell myself not to do it, but it's not like it'll work. I'd still be here. The phone's gone silent. Nothing on the other end. I must have heard what he wanted me to hear. Don't know what he's trying to prove. So that was very important. As usual, he's staring at me, and yet I sit beside him again. Well, do you really use cassette tapes? Aren't they old-fashioned? We were a little bit behind. You can see our 8 tracks. Seriously? Why'd you want me to listen to that? I thought it might help fix your memories, make them more real. I remember them a little more clearly now. So we really did redo the entire night? Yes. I slipped us through the beginning of the night so we could override it. We drank a little bit, we danced a little bit. I even got a few smiles out of you before you got nervous. I took you into a backyard hoping fresh air would help. Does it really have to be this way? Is there no way out? He doesn't answer me. I wasn't expecting him to. He doesn't want this any more than I do. Any more being... There we go. Cool. Well, I feel like I've done everything, I think. Gallery. Yeah. So that was actually very important to play through. You were explaining to me, I think, stuff that I would have realized if I went through that extra ending. Now I understand it all, I feel. Yeah. So it turns out the plot holes that I had in my brain were fixed by watching all the endings. Funny that. Okay, so yes, I very much like this a lot. I'm very happy with my experience with it. I won't be able to play Homework Salesman, but I am very happy with what I got out of this. I'm glad I took my time and really soaked it in. I didn't want to rush through anything. It was an atmospheric piece. I enjoyed it a lot. Very good story. I think I expected something visually stunning, but I didn't expect something so affecting story-wise as well. But I don't know why I shouldn't have, because I already know that Ronove is good at telling stories. I had a blast. I had a blast playing this. It was very well written, and enjoyed it so much. Thank you. Well, that was a game indeed. Yeah, I won't be able to play Homework Salesman, but I'll play BroQuest. We'll play Homework Salesman another time. Because I think Ronove was like, you can go through this in an hour, and then didn't anticipate that the way that I go through games on stream is a little bit different to how people play games alone. Gonna suggest I stretch before the next game? Trigger warning, bros. It's been 2 hours of